Hi, it's YB. A couple weeks ago, I passed by a place where there were tons of trash. The abandoned area smelled of decay and neglect. Seriously, it looks like this place will be never cleaned up. So I decided to clean up some trash and also started the line of looking at something that can be recycled for the next project. What I've found through some Google research is the dangerous effect of improper waste disposal as a soil contamination, which occurs when hazardous chemicals come into contact with the soil. The world generates about 2 billion tons of solid waste annually, with at least 33% of that extremely conservatively, not managed in an environmentally safe manner. Finally found a polluted tent. I thought I'd be able to make a tote bag and pouch bag, so let's take it to the washing room. Wash up the tent first with warm water and natural soap. I guess the fabric was neglected for a long time, so cleaning up until the surface is clean enough. Once cleaned and dried, now we are set to begin how to make a market tote bag project. This is gonna be a simple project you can easily follow. You can use your own fabric, obviously. To begin this project, we need to have a particular measurements, don't we? Here are the measurements we are applying to. Now we have 4 panels cut out. First thing we are gonna do is making back handles. Fold them in half and sew the folded edge with the straight stitches about 0.5 centimeters away from the outer edge. And then stitch the opposite side of the edge where it is still open by folding seam allowance that is about 1 centimeter. Next, let's take back body. We'll make 2 cm hems on both edges. It's the same process of creating hems for handles, but in this case, we'll only create about 2 cm hems and sew double stitches. I'm leaving the edge of the hems unfinished because the fabric I'm using is not unraveling. We also add pockets on both sides. Create the hems just like we did. Pocket is optional. If you also want pockets, here are the measurements. Pockets will be placed at 2 cm away from the hem of the back body. I'm adding snap buttons to the upper center of the pockets. Buttons are also optional. You can use Velcro or even open pockets are fine. So I set up subsidiary materials and pressed. In the next session, we'll attach the handles to the back body. Place the handle on the sides of a pocket to cover the excess that is a seam allowance. Do the same procedure for the opposite side. Then sew both edges of the handles with straight stitches. Once we've done that, now we'll work with the back bottom panel. We're gonna attach it to the back body on the correct side, folding seam allowance which is 1 cm and stitching at the same time. It's always better to iron seam allowances before sewing, but this time I just did it without steaming because the fabric is kinda wet folded by hand. I'm also sewing additional zigzag stitches added for decoration. The bottom panel now covers up the bottom ends of the handle. After this process is done, we'll create the bottom shape by measuring the rectangular bottom piece. Mark the center point of the back bottom, then measure 10 cm from the center and mark with chalk. Start folding the back at the mark point so the right sides are facing each other. Then fold the top portion of the back down to the bottom. Line up the top edges and make sure that bottom folds are even. Pin up the side edges. Then sew a straight stitch about 1 cm away from the low edge. As the fabric is not unraveling, I'm leaving the edges uncovered. If you're using a fabric that unravels itself, you need to finish edges with proper finishings like overlock, zigzag stitching, or binding tape to keep the edges from unraveling. Turn the back right side out and stitch the edge of the back. Then finally done. I also made a mini pouch bag with the same fabric. Here are the two outcomes recycled from garbage. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the video helps break down prejudice about upcycling. Your constant support and interest will be surely appreciated. See you guys next time. Bye.